could call the Committee on Economic Development to order. Please roll call, Madam the Clerk.
Commissioner Varga,
Here.
Commissioner Palomera,
Here.
Commissioner Baker McCormick,
Here.
Commissioner Dobb, Commissioner Baydoun,
Here.
Commissioner Anderson,
Here.
Chair Hattis.
Present.
You have a quorum present.
Thank you. I have no remark today. We move to the next item.
C, approval of the January 25th, 2022 meeting minutes.
So moved.
Support.
Motion been made and supported. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those who agree signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Oppose, motion. Next item.
D, finished business. There is none listed.
Thank you. Next one.
And one, under new business, requesting commission approval to rescind resolution number 2021-488 with the Hamtramck Parks Conservancy.
Okay, this for Hamtramck project, and I think we have a little bit of technicality on the fund and the nonprofit technicality, the nonprofit issue. I think that's why we rescinding it, and the item 2 would address that to go through the Michigan Municipal League. Mr. Carroll or Joe gonna speak on it?
Terry Carroll, Community Development Director. I would defer to Joe if he has comments. If not, I can make this as short as possible.
Yeah, I defer to Terry because he's the lead on this.
Okay, as you know, the restoration of one of 5 remaining Negro baseball fields in the United States was undertaken by the county a couple of years ago. It was a very complex project from a financing perspective, in that there were 5 or so different financing sources, 2 of which were the Wilson Foundation and the Kresge Foundation. The Wilson Foundation and the Kresge Foundation both appointed the Michigan Municipal League as their fiduciary in the implementation of these funds. Michigan Municipal League told us to follow the instructions of the Hamtramck Park Conservancy, because one of their people was actually in charge of that. One of the Michigan Municipal League people were in charge of that. We did exactly what they told us to do, which was to issue an agreement with the Hamtramck Park Conservancy that the commission approved under resolution 2021-488. When we went to access the money to pay the contractor for the work that was performed, we were told by the Michigan Municipal League that under IRS rules, because the Hamtramck Park Conservancy was not a designated 501c3, they could not directly contract with us to move the money to us, and that we would have to have a direct relationship with the Michigan Municipal League. Therefore, we've come back to you with item number 2 on your agenda today that would allow us to contract directly with the Michigan Municipal League Foundation to receive that money, and all the IRS rules would be observed at that time. I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have. You're right, Commission Chairperson, or Committee Chairperson Hattis, that this was a very complex project, and we apologize for the confusion here at the end.
Thank you, Mr. Carroll. And it's good to mention the amount. It's what, $871,495. It's the amount we're dealing with. And with the motion maker, if we could take both under one motion, that would be proper because they connected.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to move items 1 and 2 for recommendation to
Support.
full board.
Okay, motion been made and supported. Any discussion? Commissioner Anderson.
Yes, Mr. Chair, I just wanted to ask, is there anyone online from our legal department that says that this is proper thing to do?
Through the chair, my hand is actually up. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
So I wanted to make just a couple of comments regarding this. With regards to item number 1, the request to rescind. So the only reason this body can rescind that item is because no action has taken place. The funds have not been received, nor have funds been expended. Even though the contractor has performed work, there were several sources of funds in this instance, and other delegated authority for the CEO to enter into the contract with the contractor. Therefore, it doesn't appear that anything impacts item number 1, therefore it could be rescinded. And then by approving item number 2, that would allow the funds to actually flow to the county to pay the contractor for work. It's my understanding that he's pretty much has already completed or is almost done completing for the stadium.
Thank you, Ms. Johnson. Any other question?
Just to follow up, Felicia, are you saying that there's not any issue with either of these?
Correct. We had a conversation with the department. They answered and resolved all of our concerns.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
You're welcome. Any other question concerning those 2 items? Okay, hearing none, motion been made and supported. All those who agree signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Oppose, motion carried. Thank you. Next item.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
F, such other matters as may be properly submitted before the committee.
I have none. Next item.
Public comments.
Can you unmute the public and we'll call it 3 times. Any person from the public like to comment on the agenda item of Economic Development Committee? Anybody like to comment on item on the Economic Development Committee agenda? For the last time, anybody like to comment on the Economic Development Committee agenda? Here and none. Do we receive any email, Madam the Clerk?
No emails.
Okay, thank you. Now we move the agenda. Next item.
Adjournment.
So moved.
Motion been made and supported. All those who agree signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Oppose, motion carried. Well, thank you. I don't think anybody gonna beat the record of this meeting.
You haven't lost your touch, Al. Wow.
Thank you. Well,
See you at 11.
we'll see you at 11, everybody. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.